Hey, it's me again. I'm going to show you some more of my vinyl. Did A last week, and I'm going to do B, obviously, this week. So I'm just going to look through my vinyl. I've not had a look at it myself, actually. I've just took downstairs some up on the shelves. And yeah, I'm going to talk about it. If I've got any memories about it, I'll let you know if you're interested. Right, so first up, Banished. Now, Banished started off life as... I knew I was going to forget it as soon as I tried to remember it. Started off life as... begins with a B. There was a German band with the same name, Baphomet. They started off as Baphomet. Yeah, it was Baphomet, yeah. Because there was a German band with the same name, so they ended up changing it to Banished. And yeah, bloody good stuff. Now, this album art is cool as hell, but it's been cut down majorly. It was a much bigger picture where it was originally shown on the adverts and that. And actually, the picture, I actually made a t-shirt out of it. I went into a print shop and got a t-shirt made with the full picture on it, just because I thought it was an awesome picture. I didn't think I'd be able to get hold of it anywhere else. So yeah, got it myself. I'm not sure that t-shirt's still around now. I seem to have lost a whole lot of t-shirts, which is very annoying. Right, this is Baphomet. This is what they were before they became Banished. Baphomet. The dead shall rise. No, the dead shall inherit. That's it. Dead shall rise is cancer, isn't it? The dead shall inherit. It's bloody. I'm getting some bloody reflections on the bloody on the vinyl cover, which is annoying. Well, there you go, that's a little bit of a picture. Right, so Bathory, got some Bathory, of course. You can't have B in your collection without having some Bathory. So that's the first album, self-titled album, I believe. Isn't there a thing where if it's the yellow version of the thing, then you've got a rare edition or something, if he's yellow? Is that right, or is that only on the t-shirts? I can't remember. I've heard something about that, but this obviously isn't a rare one. Right, now this one's quite rare because it's signed. Signed by Quorthon himself in Shades Records. God, I've got no idea what it was. Probably 89, 90 maybe. He was over at Shades Record in London. I didn't actually go myself. My girlfriend at the time went and she got my vinyl signed for me because I was at work, which is a shame. So I never actually got to meet the guy. I never actually got to meet Quorthon. I always said though, I was joking with that woman actually, that girlfriend at the time, I said if we ever have kids, we're going to call him Quorthon. That was what I always said. I never had any kids. Can't say I'm bothered. But yeah, Quorthon would have been a good name if we did have any kids. This one, not signed. The second one under the sign of the black mark. And then finally my favourite, it's possibly my favourite album of all time actually, thinking about it, Blood, Fire, Death. Blood, Fire, Death. Great bloody album, and gatefold, and it's signed inside as well, which is nice. There you go. Can you make that out? Can't really see if you can make that out or not. Where is it? There it is. There you go. Signed to Graham from Quorthon. So if your name happens to be Graham and you want to offer me a large amount of money for this, just mention it in the comments and I will consider it. Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, and then this one, right, when this Hammerheart came out, because I love Blood, Fire, Death, I was like, oh yes, this album's coming out. I bought it the day it came out. I'm pretty sure I went straight to the shop and I picked it up that day. Got it home and I was like, oh, okay. I'm not enjoying this much, and to this day I can't say I'm that in love. I've never been that much in love with it. It's too slow. It went too Viking, and it was just like, yeah, okay. It was a different chapter in the Bathory catalogue, but it wasn't a chapter that I enjoyed nowhere near as much as Blood, Fire, Death. Anyway, you couldn't beat Blood, Fire, Death. You still can't beat it to this day, to my mind. Okay, we're not getting Bathory, obviously. Twilight of the Gods next. Good art, but again, it's a bit too slow for my liking. Not enough heavy going on there. No, this is an odd one. This is probably quite early in my collection. I picked this up second hand, but it's Paul Di'Anno's Battle Zone. That comes under B. Paul Di'Anno's Battle Zone. Yeah, because I say Iron Maiden was the first band I got into. But when first I got Number the Beast. And I was never aware they even had a different singer for the first two albums. And then I discovered that, obviously Paul Di'Anno. And then I discovered he had another band called Battle Zone, so I bought it out, one of the albums. It's not bad. A bit too rock for my liking. But yeah, it's I've not listened to it in years, to be honest. Look how young he is on the back there. Paul Di'Anno. He's got his hair and everything. Yeah, there you go. Right then, what do we have next? Next we've got a bit of Christian Thrash. Don't hold it against them though, because Believer are a bloody cool band. Believer are good, and to be honest, I really don't give a shit what people sing about. Well, within reason, but if they want to sing about God and loving God and how God helps them in their life, it doesn't bother me. Like, half the time you can't understand what people are singing anyway. So long as the music's cool and they're not singing like kill children or anything like that non-stop, you know, or incite racial hatred, kill anyone who has a different shade of skin to you, or anything like that, then you know, and I'm not that bothered. I'm not that fussed. But this is a cool one. This is these guys were kind of like suicidal tendencies from the same area, from Venice Beach, California, I think. Beowulf, named after the ancient British, was it British English poem even? Beowulf is an old poem, isn't it? Of a warrior who kills the Grendel and the Grendel's mother. They made films out of it and everything. Yeah, so Beowulf. It's a pretty cool album, that one. Got a good vibe, man. Right then, Black Sabbath, just the best of, really. Just an anthology one. Black Sabbath, 1970 to 1987. It's another gatefold double album. Bit of info in the middle. That's one of the Black Sabbath. One of those bands I've never really bought the individual albums of. It's all, I've got a few like compilations. The next one's a Black Sabbath greatest hits. But you kind of, well, I remember when I went to see them. I was just there was a Facebook post going around that there was 20 years since the first Ozfest, I think it was, at Milton Keynes Bowl in the UK, and I went to that gig. First time I saw Black Sabbath, I think, because they'd only just reformed the full original lineup. I'm pretty sure that's what they'd done at the time. Just got together with the full lineup after God knows how many years. And to be honest, every single song that they played, I was sitting there nodding my head going, oh yeah, I remember so-and-so covered this, and I kind of like knew the covers better than I knew the originals. But the fact that I knew all the cover versions meant that I could enjoy the originals anyway. And I probably heard the originals on one of these compilation albums anyway. This is another strange one for me. This is another one I picked up early in my collecting days. Probably just saw it going like second-hand. I got a lot of second-hand vinyl, because there's a load of second-hand vinyl shops, so you've got them cheap in there. But these guys, I quite liked them at the time. But Blitzkrieg, look at this. This is a winner. If we're looking for worst album cover out of the Bees, this is going to be a good contender for worst album cover. And look at the guys. They are guys on the back there. This was not my style of metal, to be honest. Not at all. All this hair metal, glam metal. Fucking get out of town, mate. That's what I say. But I didn't mind this album. It was pretty cool. It's got some. Not that I can remember it that well now, because it's been a long time since I listened to it. Are you ready? Are you ready for action? That was one of the tracks. Right then, these are talk about Christian metal. These are mates of mine. I'm actually on this, believe it or not. This is London black metal, death metal band Bloodwork. I actually helped with their Facebook page as well. They put me on there as an admin. Don't ask me why, but they did. And I basically what it was, there was a band called Paradox in the UK, and I was in them. I was singing on there with them for a couple of their demos. And then when they changed, that band split up and Bloodwork formed, I just basically come in and did one line or a couple of lines on one of the tracks on this album. So it's a bloody good album as well. They are a really cool band. I say they'll obviously be a Christian band, they sing about God, but you can't hear it anyway, so doesn't really matter. Just fucking listen and fucking enjoy yourself, mate. It's a bloody good album. Oh, it's called World Without End, by the way. World Without End. Damn good listen. Right, now we've got some war metal, battle metal, whatever Bolt Thrower call themselves. War metal, probably. That's a classic cover. Another gatefold, War Master. There you go, nice gatefold there. Got a poster of that on my wall somewhere as well, actually. This one, pretty sure it's this one. But yeah, they're classic. It was the old Warhammer artist, wasn't it? Did the old Warhammer role-playing games. That's the old Sign of Chaos, I think, from the Warhammer League of, I don't know, Chaos or whatever they're called. Right, more Bolt Thrower. Realms of Chaos. More Warhammer stuff. The old Eye of Chaos again at the back there. And another gatefold with looks like some Space Marines. I think they're called Space Marines. If I can get you see that without fucking too much glare coming off the old window. One day I'll work out a good place to do these these videos. That day's not today though. Right, now this is cool band. They were quite good. They started off as Bomb Disneyland, kind of like a punky thrash kind of thing. Pretty good stuff. Quite catchy. Lots of silliness involved. But yeah, they were a cool band. Sort of like Faster Bastard, Suicide 999, stuff like that. Good stuff. And then they had to change their name because Disneyland, for some reason, didn't want there to be a band called Bomb Disneyland. I can't think why. You know, just like somehow they got upset about it. I don't why, I don't know. So I changed the name to Bomb Everything, and this is a Bomb Everything album. Little picture on the back there. Look, that looks like a picture from 2000 AD. I'm sure I've seen that guy's art in 2000 AD. It looks very reminiscent of cut of 2000. Someone called G. Williams. Don't remember it from 2000 AD, but the picture looks somehow reminiscent of 2000 AD. Right, there's another Bomb Everything album. Not quite as good as the first two. In fact, nobody was as good as the first two. Looking at the back of it, I can't even think of a single track that rings any bells. Right. Bit of punk now. Coming towards the end, and all I've got left is a bit of punk in the form of Broken Bones. Got 4 Broken Bones albums here, actually. Broken Bones, FOAD. Does anyone remember that? People say FOAD, fuck off and die, I believe it stood for. Yeah, it used to be a regular signing off thing on the old letters columns of magazines and that. FOAD, fuck off and die. Right, Broken Bones, Trader in Death. This is HC there, so I assume that means they're hardcore. I always thought they were punk, but maybe they're a bit of everything, bit of crossover. I think they actually were crossover, weren't they? Religion is Responsible, a single or an EP, I think you'd call it. To be honest, I forgot I had so many blinking stuff. I forgot I had so much stuff by Broken Bones. I had a t-shirt by Broken Bones as well, actually. It was a really cool t-shirt, but I sold it on eBay a long time ago now. It's a shame. Right, Stitched Up. It's another Broken Bones album. Pretty cool artwork. And then finally, of the Bees, The Gatefold. Right, this is the t-shirt I used to have, Losing Control. That was the cover. That was the design, rather, on the Broken Bones t-shirt that I used to own. Look at that, that's some cool art, man. That's a cool collage of nastiness. There's the guys on the back. And what's in the gatefold? Oh, just the lyrics. Let's see if you can see that very well. Close enough, you haven't got to see that much of that. Right, so that is it. That is all the Bees in my vinyl collection. I'll be back tomorrow to tell you about an underground demo from my demo tapes. Thursday I'll be pointing you in the direction of some free downloads you can get. Sunday I'll be doing my High Speed Hangover podcast as always. That'll be available for you on the blog. So get along to the blog. There's like 249 shows on my blog, my podcast. There's a load of live footage on my blog as well. I went to a gig on Saturday, some cool bands on that show. So get along and have a look at that. And help me out on the Podomat on Patreon if you want as well. I'm looking for people to support me on Patreon, and if you do that for $1 a month, you'll get an extra exclusive podcast. Yeah, can't say further than that. Anyway, come back next Monday, and I'll be going through the C's in my vinyl. Cheers.